you. I'm Mason Smith from the Rotoscopers podcast. Just having another great Rotoscopers Christmas. Got my dog here. We're going to watch some Charlie Brown Christmas special. We're going to watch some Frosty the Snowman, some Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yes, I remember the very first Rotoscopers Christmas. It's actually quite the story. Oh, you know what? I think I got it right here. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. Very first Rotoscopers Christmas. Do you want to hear it? Come on, you want to hear it. This is like the best story. Okay, here we go.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring except on the couch. And I'd like to take a moment, just sit right there, and I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air.
Wait, that's not right. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, okay.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring except on the couch, where a trio of friends all snug on the cushions were having a nerdy animation discussion. There was Morgan, a quick-witted marketing major, and Chelsea, a future music star, I'll wager. And don't forget Mason, who's studying Viz, with dreams of making it big in the biz. They were reciting some quotes from old Disney flicks, and discussing the latest animation tricks, or if Stitch or Olaf would win in a fight, as a frosty wind blew through the cold winter night. The convo had gone on a wild little tangent about Rasputin winning a villain beauty pageant. They had a good laugh together sitting there when they heard a strange noise echo through the air. Now, when Mason had heard it, his heart skipped a beat. Holy crap, Santa's here! And he leaped to his feet. And he ran to the kitchen in his Star Wars PJs, and he set the table with a few cookie trays. Then they heard it again, just a faint chirping sound, but instead of the roof, it came from the ground. Then Morgan said,
I hate to burst your bubble, but I don't think that's Santa.
As the chirping redoubled. So they turned on some lights while outside the snow glistened.
Who's there?
They all cried as they stopped and listened. They thought all they heard was the wind through the thicket, when suddenly out hopped a little black cricket.
Well, hey, little guy.
Said Chelsea with a smile.
I guess that noisemaker was you all the while.
They went back to discussing cartoons of their choice, but the cricket chirped louder, with a rude tone of voice.
You hacks,
said the cricket, his face in a scowl.
Your love for animation smells very foul. I just couldn't stand you all sounding so cheerful, so me and my friends came to give you an earful.
Now the gang was surprised by this mean little bug, so Mace grabbed a jar and got down on the rug and scooped up the critter and tossed him out the door. But then a whole troop of crickets came out from the floor.
Revenge!
They all cried, and they made such a racket that filled all the house and threatened to crack it. Our heroes were puzzled how to make these bugs go, when from up the fireplace came a jolly ho-ho! Then a chubby old man in a fuzzy red suit slid out from the chimney with soot on his boots. The gang gave a cheer when they saw who it was. It was none other than old Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho! Santa laughed as he put down his pack.
Sounds like some naughty bugs are on the attack.
Then he whistled a tune like an old Christmas song and said,
Good thing I brought some friends along.
Then from up on the roof and then out of the flue came a jolly crowd of animation greats that they knew. With a yodel from Chelsea as their own battle shout, they stomped and they stamped and they kicked the bugs out. It was all quite a show, and when they were all done, the trio of friends asked them all how they'd come.
The time vortex, of course,
laughed St. Nick with a wink.
Now we'd better go back up the chimney, I think.
The animators each had a cookie or two till Santa called them to go back up the flue.
On Selick, on Katzenberg, on Bluth and on Bird, on Thomas, on Johnston, on Williams and Lord.
The gang was quite pleased, and they all felt inspired. So before parting ways, because they were tired, they made plans to do their very own podcast, to talk animation and just have a blast.
So thanks to our fans, we've grown in success. With the podcasted videos, we've been really blessed. So from the Rotoscopers crew, to end this thing right,
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.